My wife punched a woman in the face in public in front of our daughter. I don't know how to feel about this. My wife is 8 months pregnant. And last night we went to a restaurant with our daughter that was surprisingly crowded for a weeknight. We were waiting for our table when my wife grabbed my arm and said, "That woman over there keeps staring at us." I told her not to think too much about it since she has a tendency to point out creepy people a lot. We got our table, and while we were waiting for our food, the woman she pointed to came up to us and asked if she could touch my wife's belly. My wife said, "I'd rather you not." But the woman did anyway, and my wife stood up. The woman looked at our daughter and said, "What a beautiful little girl," and tried to pick her up by her armpits. My wife then pushed the woman and punched her in the face. I took her arm and got my daughter, and we got out of there. I asked my wife why she did that, and she said, "Are you kidding? A complete stranger tried to pick up our daughter." I told her she overreacted and that such force was not necessary. I had some reservations about letting her go out in public while pregnant, but I don't think I can at all now. Are you gonna keep her in a cage? Not if she's going to act like this. I don't really know what to do. She seems to think she did nothing wrong. I honestly would never resort to violence, like ever. I would never recommend that you resort to violence in any situation.
Yeah, it's never the solution.
It's never the solution, and it also can come back to like hurt you as well. Like
literally and figuratively.
What would have happened if that woman punched back? What if she had like pushed your wife? What if she had pressed charges? Like
what if she pushed your wife and she fell on the
and
table
then she lost
and the baby?
You know, I do agree that she shouldn't have resorted to violence.
I get like this guy's probably scared, like right? But
sure.
I also kind of like
I mean, you shouldn't touch people's kids and people's bellies without their permission.
If someone touched your belly, you wouldn't have to.
That's his job.
That's my job.
The fact that she likely traumatized our daughter by displaying such violence in front of her is something that's making me look at her slightly different. What should I say to her? I actually do get where you're coming from. People deserve to be punched, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it always ends up way worse when you resort to violence, not only for you, but for them. I'm more worried about her in this situation than the woman that she punched.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I guess I don't have kids yet, so I don't understand paternal instincts, but you know, if someone reaches for Murphy, which is my own relatable, and like goes to pet him, I kind of get like a little weird ask, you know? Or
yeah,
like, that's,
you
like,
should ask.
I mean, I get it. I'm not going to say that this guy's a bad guy for admonishing her. I mean, you're not going to trap her in the house.
Yeah, he's obviously writing this. He was upset, right? So let's keep that in mind. You're not going to trap your pregnant wife in the house.
Did he say she was 8 months pregnant?
Yeah, she's 8 months pregnant.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Good for you, honestly, for punching someone when you're 8 months pregnant.
What a tank. Unsurprisingly, a lot of people are actually on the wife's side.
Not surprising.
I get why they are. Everybody just gets all riled up when they
I'd punch them. It's like, would you?
Punch them. No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Like, that's the thing is, like, you actually wouldn't. You have to think about the consequences.
Yeah.
Most of the time, people do not get in fights over stuff like this. Maybe if the woman hit her first, then she would have a right, like, to self-defense.
If she hit this woman, a pregnant woman, the entire restaurant would have hit
yes,
this other
exactly.
woman.
In a legal sense, if your wife was defending herself from someone who was hurting your daughter or, like, punching her, then I feel like I would be on her side. But that didn't happen. Yes, there was like non-consent happening and stuff like that, but like there wasn't any violence. It's not like you could use that in a court and say, "Oh, I was trying to defend myself," because there was no threat. Right?
Exactly. I mean, we weren't there. We didn't see like how aggressive she was.
Right. We don't. We're just going off of like what the story says, right? Maybe it was like that, but based on what this person has decided to share, it doesn't sound like this was in self-defense. It was just a matter of she didn't like someone else touching her daughter, which is fair.
Should I mention like hormonally, like maybe at that time, like
possibly?
I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. Don't yell at me.
Your wife was defending herself against a total stranger who touched her without her permission, and after being told not to, who then proceeded to try and pick up your kid. Are you embarrassed by your wife's actions or because you didn't do anything to protect your family? So yeah, I mean, obviously it's like defending herself. Like, was she though? Like in a court of law, be honest. Let's say this woman that she punched took her to court. Let's say her defense was self-defense. That wouldn't hold up because there was no threat.
You could argue that she put her hands on your kid and you got scared.
You could, but based on what this guy was saying, what a beautiful little girl, and tried to pick her up by the armpits.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you think that he should go with you then? Or does he belong with me?
I mean, like, is he bad for getting mad at her? No. I think he belongs with me. I don't think he deserves to go down there. I think that maybe her actions were a bit extreme, but I appreciate that she was defending her child.
Or she thought she was.
I don't think that he deserves to go down with you. If he's saying, like, I'm going to keep her from leaving the house,
well,
that's one thing.
Well, he kind of did. He said, "Oh, I'm not going to let her out while she's pregnant." That's kind of a move, like, to even say that.
It's also, like, she's in the last month of her pregnancy, and he, like, got really scared himself and was like, what if she got hurt?
Or maybe he should have been the one to defend her. daughter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We weren't there. I don't think he deserves to go down with you. I think I got some room. I want one.
Want one? You want one?
I want him up here.
Maybe I can let you have him.
I think a lot of people are going to be mad at me for that. But
I know. I think that they're going to be mad at us. And it's like, oh, you shouldn't let strangers touch. Yeah, like, obviously, the stranger
fair.
is wrong.
That is fair. That is
the
fair.
stranger is wrong for touching someone else's child.
But I don't think this guy deserves to go down to hell for being upset that his pregnant wife punched
Got
a
in a
woman.
fight, yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine if that escalated to something else?
Yeah, no, it's like...
I don't agree with him being like, let's
Yeah.
keep her in the house. That's weird. So maybe he can't come to my cloud, but he can go to the one below me.
There you go. So, like, yeah, I actually think that that's a fair assessment. It might make some people angry, but yeah, that's about it. I guess it's decided. That was Am I the Devil? Thanks for watching. Right, Mike?
Yeah.